Hello friends, welcome to G-Centric. So in this lecture we will see about the parallel resonance. So in series resonance, whatever formula we have derived, it will be opposite in the parallel resonance. Okay. So now if you see here, we have got resistor, inductor and capacitor which are connected in parallel. So now in series we had taken R, okay, L and C. So 1 by R is nothing but here, or 1 by R is nothing but conductance, right? So here also something, this is like susceptance. Which susceptance? It is inductive susceptance. Okay, BC, it will indicate capacitive susceptance. Okay, so this is the parallel network given with the current source Im cos omega t. So now in this case, if I have to write in the terms of admittance, okay, there we had taken the impedance, right? So here we will take Y will be equal to G plus J BC minus BL, right? It can be either plus or minus depending on which value is greater. So now this BC minus BL, what will be equal to? Imaginary part will be equal to 0 because it is a resonance. So this part, that is capacitor and inductive wavelength will collide with each other. So that is when the resonance occurs. So in this parallel also it will be same. Okay, so it will be equal to 0. So this BC minus BL, I can write it as omega C minus 1 by omega L, right? This will be in reverse, right? It's in parallel. So it will not be 1 by omega C, it will be just omega C. Okay, so inductor when it was omega L, it will become minus 1 by omega L. Okay, so this will be equal to 0. Right. So now take the LCM, omega square CL minus 1 equal to 0. So how much you will get? Omega 1 by LC root. Okay. So this is nothing but resonant frequency. Right. This is resonant frequency. Similar thing we have got, same thing. Okay. So now you can see that since it is the imaginary part of this circuit is 0. Okay, so there it was admittance. No, sorry, in this case it is admittance. There it was impedance. So this will be equal to, G. Right? Admittance will be equal to conductance. Okay, so in that case it was Z equal to resistive. That is R. Okay, so what will be this value? It will be minimum. Right? So if it is minimum, then what will be Z? Z is nothing but 1 over I or Y, that is admittance. Okay. So it will be maximum. Right? It will be maximum. Z is equal to 1 by Y will be maximum. So this I, we can write it as V by Z. Right? So when Z is maximum, so what will be I? It will be minimum. So this circuit we can call it as rejector circuit. Right? So in that case series resonance we had called it as acceptor circuit. That is because the current was maximum. Okay, the impedance was minimum. But in this case the impedance is maximum. That is why current will be minimum. Hence this circuit we will call it as rejector circuit. Okay, so now when it will be minimum, okay, so this will be open circuit. Okay, so this whole thing will be open circuit. In that case it was short circuit. Okay, so since it is minimum, current is only minimum, then resistive will be high. Okay, so that will be open circuit. So in this case one more property is that for parallel resonance, when for the resonance condition, it will behave like a, what will behave? BL and BC will behave like a open circuit. Right? So now what will be the power factor? It will be cos 0, that is 1, unity power factor. Okay, so I and V will be in phase. This will be again resistive network. Right? Okay, so now we will see the graph also as we have seen in the in the series resonance. Okay, So let me rub this one. Okay, so we had said that cos phi will be unity power factor in the, a few minutes back we have seen that cos phi will be unity power factor. How it will be unity power factor? It is nothing but if you take the admittance triangle, then you will find that it will be G by Y. Okay, so when it is G by Y, we have seen that Y will be equal to G. Okay, Y is equal to G, which will be minimum, right? So this G and G gets cancelled, so you will get cos phi as 1, unity power factor, right? So now coming to the graph, what will be remaining constant in this case? Conductance. There it was resistor. Okay, so our first point is that conductance will be constant. So when it is constant, okay, there will be a straight line. Okay, I'll draw a straight line. So which is this? This indicates G. So for first one is G. Okay, second one we will take BC. So we know that BC is nothing but equal to omega C in the parallel resonance. Okay, so now it will be directly proportional to omega, right? So it is directly, because it is varying now linearly. Okay, so this is varying linearly. I will draw a linear line in this way. Okay, so next, third one, we will take BL, which is 1 over omega C and inversely proportional to omega. So what will be its type of graph? It will be rectangular hyperbola. Okay, so it is rectangular hyperbola. So now how will I draw this rectangular hyperbola? In this way, right? So this is BL, this one is BC. Okay, so now this point which touches the x-axis here, this point is called omega naught. That is the resonant frequency, because see here all the three graphs are meeting at this point. Now this side it will be below omega naught. Okay, so here it will be above omega naught. Okay, so now if you take this side, that is below omega naught, you will see that BL is greater than BC. Okay, so above here you will see that BC is greater than BL, right? So this is the graph. Now we will make a tabular column. Okay, so we will see that what will be below, how the circuit behaves when it is below omega naught, at omega naught and above omega naught. Okay, so first we will take below omega naught. Okay, so next we will take at omega naught and above omega naught. Okay, so this is below omega naught and above omega naught. So it is, in this case, below omega naught, what is greater? First point is BL is greater than BC, right? If it is BL is greater than BC, then what type of circuit it is? Inductive circuit. So in this case, what will be the power factor? Will it be leading or lagging? It will be lagging. Okay, so the power factor will lag. Okay, so this is the lagging power factor, right? So next, what will be the Y admittance? It will be G plus or minus, it is minus. Okay, in parallel you will get minus JBL. As this term goes on increasing, what will happen to the admittance? It decreases. Okay, so coming to at omega naught, okay, in this case what it will be? At resonance, both the susceptance will be equal. So we will get first thing, BL is equal to BC. So what type of resistor, what type of network it is? Resistive. Okay, so it is a resistive circuit. What will happen to this too? It will be open circuit. So what is the power factor? Unity power factor. Okay, so now in this case what it will be? Y will be equal to G, right? So next coming to above omega naught, above resonant frequency, we have got BC greater than BL. So when C is greater, it will be capacitive network. Okay, capacitive circuit. So power factor, what it will be? Leading. Okay, so power factor is leading, right? Then what will be the Y? G plus JBC. Okay, so it will be positive here, it will be negative here. So as this increases, this will also increase. Okay, admittance increases. So now this was about the graph. Next we will come to the quality factor. Okay, so coming to this one, quality factor, we will see what is the quality factor in this case. So here in this source, we were using current source. In the series resonance, we used voltage source. So here, quality factor will be IC, magnitude of current in the capacitor to the source current at resonance. Okay, so that will be equal. Okay, at resonance the condition will be equal in the circuit. Okay, so this is the IC by I. So now this IC can be written as, what can IC be written as? V by XL. Okay, so in parallel voltage will be same, right? So this I at resonance it will be what? Resistive network. So I will write it as V by R. Okay, so this V and this V gets cancelled. It will be R by XL. So if you see this quality factor, it is reverse in the resonance, series resonance, right? It was XL by R. Okay, so this is whatever you learn in the parallel resonance, it will be reverse of series resonance except the bandwidth. Okay, so we will see the bandwidth formula also later in this section. So now this is R by XL. So this R by XL, I can write XL as omega naught into L. Okay, so when after I write this as omega naught by into L, then this L is nothing but, this is omega naught is 1 by root LC. So this is L. If I take L inside, it will be root L square LC, right? So this will get cancelled and you will get, if you take this root up, it will be R into under root of C by L. So this is the quality factor which has got no unit. Okay, so in other series resonance what you saw, it was 1 by R over root L by C. So if you remember any one resonance, series or parallel, the other will be reverse of that. Okay, so this is the quality factor. Now you can write it for this, you have written it for capacitor. You can write same thing for inductor also. Okay, so this is, it will be at resonance, same circuit current will be flowing. So it will be magnitude. Okay, so IL is nothing but in this case V by XL, and here it will behave as a resistive network at resonance. So it will be R by XL. So this XL is 1 by omega L. Okay, it is parallel. Keep it in mind that it is 1 by omega L because it is in parallel. So this will become omega naught L into R. Okay, so this is for the inductor, current through the inductor. So now coming to the, you know that Q is equal to, okay, for IC, or we will write it as IL also. Okay, magnitude will be same at resonance. Okay, I can write this as IC as Q into source current, or IL will be equal to Q into source current at resonance, right? So now when Q is greater than 1, okay, Q is greater than 1, what will happen to IC and IL? It will be, magnitude will be high. So again it is, we will call it as magnification factor or figure of merit, right? It is here also, it is magnifying the values. Okay, so now you have seen this bandwidth. What is bandwidth? We will see here. We have seen it as 1 by RC. Okay, or in terms of quality factor, it is omega naught by Q. Okay, So this was about the parallel resonance. So now we will see the gate questions that have come in the they have asked in the gate examination. So directly they will not ask what is the resonance, find out this. Using the sentences we have to see whether based on the unity power factor, okay, if they are in resonance they will have given XL will be equal to XC. So based on the sentences given in the statement problem we will see the questions, okay. Okay, so we will solve the first question. Okay, so this the resonant frequency for the given circuit will be. So they have asked the resonant frequency. So resonant frequency is nothing but first we have to find the Z equivalent, okay, then make the values of the XL and XC in terms of equal to 0 because they are imaginary part. So at resonance what will be the imaginary part will be equal to 0. So to find the Z equivalent, it is nothing but these two are in parallel with series in inductor, okay. So this will be equal to 0.1, okay. So basically it is j omega L, we have to convert it into first ohmic values, okay. So it is j omega L plus this will be 1 into what will be j omega C divided by 1 plus j omega C, okay. Substitute the value of L, you have got 0.1, right. So j into omega 0.1 plus 1 into, okay, so j omega C, so it is 1j and here again you have got plus j, okay. So okay, omega and omega, right. So now you can take the Z equivalent. How will you take the Z equivalent? Okay, simplify this one first. So when you simplify this one you will get j omega 0.1, okay, plus j omega divided by 1 plus j omega. So to eliminate the j term in the denominator we will rationalize it. So for rationalizing we will take 1 minus j omega and divide same by 1 minus j omega. So how much you will get there? This will be j omega 0.1 plus j omega minus j square omega square, j square omega square, and this will be 1 square minus j omega whole square, right. So now you can take the, so this will become plus omega square. So this j omega 0.1 plus what will it become? Omega by omega square plus 1. Okay, so when you simplify this you will get this one, right. So now whatever the imaginary term is left there you have to equate it into 0, okay, equal to 0. So this is j square, what will be there? It is j omega minus into minus plus omega square, okay. So this will be that term, right. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to take the imaginary terms, okay. So j omega L, that is nothing but 0.1, okay, minus omega by 1 plus omega square. Since you have taken already imaginary term to be equal to 0, you do not need to write the j term here, okay. So when you take this, take the LCM of this one, you will get the omega square as 9, okay. So you will get it as 9. So when you take the square root of 9, you will get 3 radian per second. Okay, so what you have to do basically is that you have to take the Z equivalent, then after taking the Z equivalent in the simplified form, you have to take the imaginary terms and then equate these imaginary terms equal to 0. Then solve for the roots of this one. Okay, so this will be the resonant frequency for the circuit. Okay, so coming to this second problem, we have to find what is the value of this C. Okay, so we have to find what is the value of C which will cause UPF, that is unity power factor at the AC source, right. So again it's same thing. So directly they haven't asked you to calculate resonance, but they have asked UPF. So this is the hint here. UPF. But in this first question we have already asked for the resonant frequency. So now to find this one, we will take admittance, they are in parallel, right? So Y net, it will be equal to JBC plus this total they have given as Z, right? So admittance, what it will be, if it goes down, it will be conductance, right? 1 by Z. Sorry, this 1 by Z is admittance. That is why we are taking it as Y net, susceptance plus admittance. Okay. So now we know the values of this one. So this is nothing but j omega c plus 1 by 30 angle 40 degree, right? So this is j omega c 2 pi f. You can later connect it, change it into 2 pi f. So this 1 by 30 will be equal to 0.33. Okay. So this 40, when it goes up, it will be minus 40 degrees. Okay. So this one, now this term we will expand it. Okay. How we will expand it? We will keep this j omega c as it is, then plus 0.33 cos 40 degree minus j sine minus j 0.33 sine 40 degree, right? Now we will take the imaginary part, this is the real part, okay? So we will cancel this, we do not want this, we will take j omega c, okay? So when taking imaginary part, don't write j. So minus 0.33 sine 40 degree will be equal to 0. So the value of this, when you will put it, when you put in the calci, you will get it as minus 0.0214, which will be equal to 0. So this omega c is equal to 0.0214, right? So this omega I can write it as 2 pi f into c equal to 0.0214, and the value of c will be, so now here we have got 50 Hertz as the frequency. So 2 pi into 50. So when you solve this, you will get 68.16 microfarad. Okay. So we will see some more problem based on this. Okay. So coming to the third question, we have in the circuit below, the supply voltage is 10 sin 1000 t volts. So the peak value of the steady state current through the 1 ohm resistor. Okay, so I think this is 1 ohm, right? Okay, so I think it may be, this might be, this is 4 only, so this is 1, I think this will be 4. Okay, 4 ohm resistor in amperes is, so we have to find the peak value of the steady state current. Okay, so now before that we will convert this into ohmic values. Okay, so for that one, it is Xc will be equal to 1 over omega c, right? So if it is 1 over omega c, then we have 1, omega is 1000, right? This is 1000 here, 1000 into 250 into 10 power minus 6. So when you solve this one, you will get plus, sorry, this is minus 4j. So because it will be here minus, okay, minus j up, right? It is capacitor. Okay. So now for XL we will calculate, it is j omega L. Okay. So we will keep j as it is. This is 1000 into 4 millihenry, 10 power minus 3. So this will be, comes out to be 4j. So now this 4j and this minus 4j, they are equal. So they will get cancelled out. So when they are cancelled out, they are in parallel. Okay, these two are in parallel. So in parallel at resonance we have seen that, okay, because XL is equal to XC, we have seen that it will be open circuit. Okay, so this will be open circuit. Now similarly, if you find the value of this, for them it will also be same. So this will also become open circuit. Okay. So here it is joined. So how much was this? Sorry, I think this is 1 ohm. Right. So this was 4 ohm. Yeah. So this was 1 ohm value. Okay, so it was 1 ohm only. Sorry, I did a mistake here. Okay, so this is 1 ohm. So for we have to find now, that has become open circuit. So this line is also not there, right? So we have this series network now. To find the steady state current, okay, I of t, total is nothing but voltage is 10 sin 1000 t, okay, divided by total resistance 5 plus 4 plus 1, that is 10. So this 10 and this 10 gets cancelled. So I of t is equal to 1 sin 1000 t. So they have asked for the peak value. So what is peak value? This only, Im, right? So I of t or I peak, we can write it as 1 ampere. Okay, so this is the answer for the question. So coming to this one, so in this question we have a series RLC circuit when excited by 10 volt sinusoidal voltage source. Okay, so we have voltage source as 10 volt, okay, and they have given 100 hertz resonant frequency and has a 3 dB bandwidth of, okay, that is F0, that is 5 hertz. Okay, so the voltage across the inductor. So this 3 dB indicates basically lower frequency, that is below omega naught. So the voltage across the inductor at resonance is, okay, so we know that Q is VL by magnitude of V at resonance. So we have to find VL. Okay, so but we do not know what is the quality factor. We know what is source voltage, 10. Okay, so to find Q, we have bandwidth omega naught by Q. So we have got F naught by Q. Okay, so this F naught is nothing but we have, so this will become here, if you go, it will become divided by bandwidth. Okay, so this is nothing but 100. Okay, F naught is 100. Okay, so bandwidth of 5 hertz. Okay, so this is bandwidth and F naught is 100 hertz. So this will become 20 as the quality factor. So now when you substitute this 20 over here, you will get 20 into 10, that is 200 volts. So if you see this 200 volt across the inductor, okay, is more than the source voltage. Okay, so that is the magnification factor or the quality factor. So next we will see few more problems based on this. Okay, coming to the question number 5. So what we have to find they have given in the circuit shown V is a sinusoidal voltage source and the current I is in phase. Current I is in phase with voltage V. So it is now, this sentence clarifies that it is a resonant circuit. Okay, so the ratio of amplitude of voltage across the capacitor divided by amplitude of voltage across the resistor. So what is the value of that? So if you see that amplitude of voltage across capacitor, it is nothing but Vc and this is nothing but VR. So at resonance it will be equal to supply source. So it is basically the quality factor. We have R, we have L, we have C. So one more formula of quality factor for the series resonance. Okay, so this is series resonance, it will be L over C. So this is 1 by 5 into root 5 by 5. So this is 1 by 5. Okay, so it was simple question. The hint was I is in phase with voltage V. So coming to this one, we have got for a series RLC circuit. Okay, it is also in series. Okay, partial phasor diagram is shown. Okay, so this diagram they have shown and the operating frequency of the circuit is. So they have given us 4 options. So okay, so now this is V and this is voltage across the capacitor, right? So if it is voltage across the capacitor, it is lagging with reference to voltage. So basically what will happen for the current in the capacitor? It will always lead, but voltage lags. So power factor will be leading. So in the RLC series resonance circuit, okay, so when will be the power factor leading? Okay, if you see the graph, okay, it was something like this. So here it was omega C or C greater than XC greater than XL. So here it was XL greater than XC. Okay, this is omega naught. So here it is below omega naught, that is below resonant frequency. So first option will be correct option. Okay, so basically it is nothing but, again in this case, if it is XC, if it has to be in this term, so XC is nothing but 1 by omega C, which is inversely varying with the frequency. Okay, so that is why it will be below resonant frequency. So this is how they will ask for the resonance problems. They will never ask directly. Okay, so this completes the resonance portion. So next we will go with the network theorems. Okay, thank you.